What's up, y'all? This is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. It's a sexual competition out here for beautiful women. Deal with it. Yeah, I wasn't even going to talk about this today. Yeah. Oh, real quick, I know some people be like, Rom, you always got those same sweats on. That's because I'm coming from the gym. Shit, I ain't trying to be stylish up in there. Shit. Plus, I just take this off once I get in there. But check it out anyway. And it's funny coming from the gym. I was actually going to talk about, I was going to do a body game video. I haven't done a body game video in a while. Purely body game. Wait a minute. I got to wipe my stuff. You know, I haven't done a pure body game video in a while. Really. But, and I was going to do something today, but I can't get into something happened. And I'm noticing a pattern with something, but I can't say what it is because I don't know who in here knows. I have a feeling some people in here know me from doing this, so I don't want to give away the game. I'm just wiping that off so it'll be better, wiping off the lens, right? But I was like, okay. And I wasn't mad or anything. It wasn't done anything wrong. There was no animosity, but just a reality out here. It's a competition for the beautiful women. It's competition. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. All right, see ya. All right. Yeah, it's always a competition out here, you know? And I mean, that's just a reality. You know what I mean? It's just a reality. But, you know, I'm going to tell you what. A lot of guys out here seemingly don't deal with it. You know, they get mad at the women. They get mad at the guys getting it, but it's all about the competition. And in fact, something I'm seeing, because the men ain't getting the beautiful ones, that's when everybody come up with stuff for them. Oh, they 304s, they modern women, they all of this and that. Knowing there's plenty of women out there probably be a happy housewife, but let's just be real. Guys ain't really checking for them like that. Got women with low counts. You got women with low counts. Probably a cook a meal for a dude, but you know, she cooking a meal for herself, so a lot of dudes might not want and you know, she ain't going to win no modeling contest. She don't look like supermodel of the world. Shit. And in fact, you know what? I actually remember when I was still married, and I was part of a group giving a singles event, and it was at this person's house, and you know, so I'm there with my ex-wife, now co-parent, and, you know, I had to give a presentation, right? And you had all these women there. There were more women than men there, right? And now everybody there, if you were single, you had like a green tag on with your name on it, right? If you were taken, you had a red tag. Why is it my ex-wife was walking around with a red tag and dudes were still trying to get at her? But then all these other women in there, most of them, guys weren't trying to get at them. Oh, man. It got to the point one dude said to a group of men, say, look, before you leave, say hi to two women. In fact, I always talk about Master Yao. Master Yao was there. He had 13 women in tow at one time, just talking with him. It was like, wait a minute, what's up with this? And, you know, I wasn't checking for any of them anyway, because, you know, I was there with somebody. I was just there to make some money. But I was just like, ain't this some shit? And let's just be real out here. Guys checking for the top women. I mean, you know, everybody always talking about that 80-20 men, you know, 80% of women are checking for 20% of men. Let's be real. We doing the same thing. Now, when we go outside of that, we just sell them. Because, let's just be real. Most guys can get them a decent woman. She just might not be like that sexy woman or that fine woman, that pretty woman. That woman that can, you know, you get those like, you know, looks of admiration and shit from your boys or something. Let's just be real with it. You got guys like going on, you know, they hitting up the DMs of these IG models, but they could probably meet a woman who, well, man, her face might be a little unfortunate, or she plain Jane or something like that, and her butt ain't shaped just right. But she probably be a good woman for you. Let's be real. Guys checking for the most beautiful woman. Okay, nothing wrong with that. In fact, when you even try to tell a guy to stay in his lane, oh, they get mad at you. No, I want that dime. I want that dime. Okay, you can have, hey, you got a right to go for what you want. There's a competition for it, and you got to compete for it. And understand something. One, you got to compete for it. Now, think about a dime. Now, I've said before, most of them actually true dimes, very attractive women. They're actually good if you want a lower count. And I know some guys didn't believe it, but understand something. They don't have to they don't have any obligation to fuck every guy they deal with. And in fact, like the game I learned when I was little, a woman's game is get as much money out of you without giving up sex. And a man's game is to get as much pussy without paying money. In fact, there was this viral TikTok or something. This dude was complaining about this woman and didn't want to give him any nani. But he ate her out and did all this stuff. Like I said, I ain't really get a good look how attractive she was. But they can do that. But understand, that same woman probably went to some guy and got her back broke that night. Probably just that minute. She probably didn't even go home. She went over some guy's house, got her back broken. Shit. Him eating her out was just the warm-up. But even then, they can be picky. And because they got so many guys going for them, they'll just go for the best. They ain't gonna go from guy to guy. And let's just be real, in women's eyes, most men ain't attractive. I mean, you gotta deal with that. I mean, yeah, there's always argument about percentage, but there's more unattractive men to women than there is attractive men. So, you got these beautiful women, but they got all the guys want to go for them and everything. If you seriously want that beautiful woman, you want that dime, you got to compete. Now, I know a lot of guys, they want them, but they'll complain. And, they'll say, you got a lot of guys saying, well, why they go for Pookie and Ray Ray? Something wrong with them. Other guys will say, well, they go for Chad and Tyrone. Or, they go for those F-boys. Look, they're more attractive to the women. They don't got nothing to do with no so-called moral codes or anything like that. And shit. And even for the women who do go for money, they ain't going for some guy who call himself a high earner, earning high 5 figures. Shit, that's nothing. Shit. To be in the 10%, I got to shout out a brother in my inner circle, Sal Chi, hands for it, the equalizer. I think he was on, I got to find that clip, but he was outlining who the 10% are to be in the 10%, top 10%. Now, the number he gave, starting at least, I forgot what it was, but let's just say it was 150,000. So even if you make 6 figures, you might be up there, you're still not top 10. You ain't making money like that. And one thing for the women who truly going for a man's money, you pretty much got to start at 150,000. And indeed, you got some women, regardless of what they look like. Let me just say something. You know I'm going on women, but I got to do it on this one. Any women out there thinking they want some guy making 200,000, $500,000, man, they better hit the gym harder than a motherfucker. They better do 2 a days, hit that diet. They better hit the dermatologist. Shit. They better be badder than bad. They better be fine than they gotta be so fine you want to get down on the floor and make love to their shadow. They better be fine as shit. Cause dudes, one thing, when dudes making money like that, even if they know they ultimately tricking or even dealing with an acculturated prostitute, even if they know the woman coming for money, they want a baddie. That's logical to me. Shit, if you know you tricking or some shit, you know she just coming for the money. Shit, at least she gotta be bad. Alright, That's one of my few times, like, calling out the ladies on something. But think about it from another way. You the man. You thinking it's about money. Like, I give you, like, here's something I gotta say. I got a real gripe about this. Because often, whenever I talk about, like, you know, getting your physique right, working on your communication, your charisma, your masculinity, somebody always come in the comments and say, well, money and status. Okay. I ain't gonna argue with it. Because I've said, yeah, money and status will play a part if you're a certain class of men. It does play a part for those women who they're going to be more practical. Okay. What are you doing to get money and status? Because you're still competing. Because especially you bring in money and status, the woman going to look for the guy with the most money. Shit. She going to be looking at that credit score. She probably just you'll be on that date and everything. You think everything going good. She said, well, you know, man, just curious, what's your credit score? You might say 790. And she's like, oh, okay. Then she don't want to go out with you anymore because she's looking for that status, that higher credit score. She gonna get her back blown out, or at least she fake her way through it with a dude with 820 credit score. See, all these guys talking about money and status. Okay, what are you doing to make money then? Okay, if you really think that, are you doing stuff to make money? Shit. If that's what you believe, you don't have to believe me. So, if you think that's it, what are you doing to make money? What are you doing to raise your status? I'm serious. If you seriously think that's it, well, okay. You don't have to listen to me. But at least go for it. One thing I can't stand, if you think it's something and you want to say it with authority, what are you doing to develop it? And even then, like I said, it's still competition. However you want to look at it. Whatever you think it takes, whatever in your own experience it takes is competition. Body game, whatever a woman considers the better body. That's just their nature. Now, there ain't no one universal thing. Let me check that, because a lot of guys think you have to have a particular body. That's so limited. It depends on what the particular woman like. Different women like different shit. That's why I say, boom. You gotta do something. You gotta have what that woman wants. Because I remember, I'll never forget this one situation. Guy with this woman. It was at a retreat. And there was a couple guys going for this woman. A lot of guys going for her, but she got with me. I won that competition simply because stocky, and chocolate. She specifically likes stocky chocolate men. So, you know, that's the thing. Even though all these guys were going for her, they were doing all this shit, I wasn't doing shit for her. In fact, she made sure I ate. She ordered some food for me. But shit, that was just what she wanted. Because ultimately that's going to come down to it. Like, even if you think you got everything, you get rejected, that's not what you want. Because, you know, it's funny, everybody talk about hypergamy, and the original meaning of it was just moving up in social class, but it's come to mean women going to go for the best. Okay, what are you doing to be the best then? See, it kills me. Guys that talk about all this stuff with women and say, yeah, they hypergamous, they monkey branching and stuff. Okay, what are you doing to get with them? Oh, they 304s. But she didn't fuck you, though. A hoe or fuck, whatever. She can't be that much in one, she didn't fuck you. I know, you're probably saying, Rom, you being hard. No, I'm being drill sergeant style. Shit. Drill sergeants ain't nice. I'm just going to tell you what the real deal is. Seriously. You got to compete if you want her. Now, if you don't want her, you don't want that beautiful woman. Because like I said, let's be real. You got a whole bunch of guys. Nobody's ever did like a real study on it, but most guys want that beautiful woman. Even though they could probably get that like average looking woman who probably will make them a burger. You want that fine woman to do it. Oh, she got to be a virgin too. That's one thing about that. If she real fine and shit, now, like I said, she might have a lower count. And shit, but that don't mean she a virgin. She wanted somebody. Their vagina still work well. What the fuck is this? Oh well. They had some stuff around my bookstore. Y'all know me. I geek for a bookstore. But anyway, right? She still has some. She still gonna fuck somebody. She ain't fucking you though. So what are you doing? See, here's my thing. Instead of complaining about who she getting with, Chad, Tyrone, Pookie, Ray Ray, what you doing for yourself to make you win a competition for that woman? Because that's just their nature, man. I mean, don't get mad at them. Shit, you gonna blame somebody for how they are, blame God. Because shoot, that's how we made. Shoot, that shit starts in the womb, man. Because like when you ejaculate sperm, that sperm go in there. All the sperm aren't meant to. All the sperm are not meant to impregnate. Some of the sperm are like attack sperms. They blockers, defenders, to keep some other sperm away. So hypothetically, if a woman had got a train ran on her and 5 guys bust nut in her, only one of those sperm is going to win. The rest of them going to be fighting. And that's just nature, so it starts there. The competition starts there. When women are out and about, and see, that's in their personality. They looking for whatever they consider the best. Now, it's going to be different things depending on their social class, racial background, and everything, religion, what environment they in. But they looking for, in general, they looking for the best in the environment. I don't know how, it seemed like guys talk about the hypergamy part, but not realizing hypergamy means you compete. See, that's what killed me. A lot of guys talk about half of it, but they don't talk about the whole thing. If they being hypergamous, they looking for the best. And even when you get the woman, that shit don't stop. Because, okay, say you get a beautiful woman. You got a beautiful woman. She fine, she pretty, she got that big old ass. If you like them big breasts, right? She got all that. You don't think somebody else don't see that shit? Shit. Hell, you could have a ring on your finger or something. I mean, she could have a ring on her finger. Some guy's gonna be like trying to holler. Shit, they don't care. Somebody is always gonna come for her. Somebody's always gonna come. You got that fine woman. What you gonna do? You gonna lock her in the house and shit and hope all she do is just cook and just want to be a mommy? Don't go outside? Come on now. She walking there, and if she got a ring, that don't really stop some dudes who try and get with her. They just going to say, you know what? They'll see the ring, and the dude will be like, yeah, I see that ring on your finger. How things going? Y'all happy? He treating you well? Shit. Shoot. You know how I get. And that same guy trying to get with it, it passed over those 3 women checking him out, but it was like, nah, those tits look droopy. Nah, that face only a mother could love. Nah, she don't got no ass. You know? Well, unless they like no ass, but, you know. But shoot, it's always going to be something. It's always going to be a competition. You got to be competitive. You can't be scared of who you competing with, really. Like, if you throw me in a room, now I'm an old guy, because, you know, people like pointing that out, but you put me in a room with some young Chads, Tyrones, I don't care what their race is, religion. Make it fun. Put me in a room with some money men. Put me in a room with some Pookies and Ray Rays. I'm still going to get my cut. No matter what. In fact, I get the rest of my head start. Now I know somebody look at me, a dude who I might wonder have a vagina, say, oh, no, you won't. Nah, you projecting. Because I got that much confidence. Now, if we use the word game, that's game I don't share. I share that with my family. You got to be in my bloodline for me to share it. But and some guys who would be considered advanced, they'll know what's up too. It's actually very easy. I kind of gave it away before, but I ain't gonna give it away now. Don't hit me up privately or something asking. I'm not gonna tell you. We ain't blood relatives. So anyway, I'll put it like this though: the men in my family, none of us complain. Yeah, bloodlines are powerful, but actually, you know who gave the secret away? No, I ain't, because then I start another conversation. Anyway, one of the things to understand is there's always going to be a competition. There's always going to be something. Women, that's women. Like a woman's nature is to compare. That's her. I mean, that's her nature. I mean, shoot, that's just animal nature. That's why in the wild and stuff, shoot, you get different animals. They can be rams, they can be lions, they compete. I mean, and that's just a reality. That's just, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Shit. And if you want a beautiful woman, you want the best woman, right? Whatever you want, whatever you consider the best, somebody else probably want her too. So what you gonna do if she don't pick you? You gonna like talk about her like she's, get off that like entitlement, like she's supposed to pick you based on what? You don't know what her needs are. You might not fulfill them, or she might not think you're attractive. Even if you think you're attractive, you can think you handsome, whatever, what other people might say is attractive. She might not like that, you know. But you know what? In that case, the reality is, okay, that's not you. That's why I consistently talk about tribe. Figure out which women are checking for you, you know. And because I'm gonna tell you what, too, women going to choose who they want ultimately. I don't care. Seriously, a lot of guys don't want to deal with that. They think, no, we choose. No, we choose back. But if we really had control over it, we wouldn't have this conversation. Guys would just choose a woman and move on with it. You know, if men truly had control. Only time men have had control in different societies was by force. And one of the things now, that force don't work the way it used to. You know? That force don't work the way it used to. Shit, women got their own stuff. Because one of the things that's happened, people can use modern women and all of that. And I've said this before, the female gaze has been freed. The female gaze has been freed. So they can do it with who they want. And so if guys want them, like it or not, you're going to be competing. Even if you don't know you compete. That's the scary thing. You might not even know you compete. I've seen situations where, like I've known several times, it'd be a woman, she fine, you know, she got a nice old butt dunk, you know, pretty, all that. And it'll be a whole bunch of guys like doing stuff for her, offering to take her out, buying stuff for her, willing to trick, you know, willing to do whatever to get her. It'd be a whole bunch. And she'll be checking, and there'll be a guy in the competition for her. He don't even know he in the competition because she checking for him. He don't even know her. You know? Or if they do talk, she might be, hey, how you doing? He'll be like, and keep it moving. You don't even know it. That's just the nature. Because that's just a woman's nature. They pick whatever's the best for them. Now I know some guys say, well, they pick these bad guys or whatever. Man, good and evil is like relative, man. You don't know what he's bringing to her, you know? And plus, you don't know who she is. You really don't know who she is. They might be perfect for each other. But that competition, though. Competition, you just got to deal with it. It's just a reality. You got to be ready to compete. If you want a baddie. Now, if you don't want to compete, okay, you bet can find something you like about that average looking woman with the bad disposition and, you know, not the most perfect shape. But even there, though, really, even there, because remember what I said before, you know, sometimes those women, most of those women who look real good tend to have a low count. Don't hit me with the exception. There's always an exception, but tend to. But a lot of those women don't look like they get a lot of guys. They will tend to, the ones you look at, you think she cool, oh, she cool, she all that. Shoot, they'll have a high ass count. Because everybody thinking, oh, this is easy. And I know, but that's just, I mean, overall, it's woman's nature, period. I say beautiful women because I know y'all gonna pay attention to that. That's what you want. Okay, that's fine, but you competing for. Are you prepared to compete? Now, if you can, don't get mad if you're not winning. Don't get mad at the women. Women just following their prime directive. They following their genes. That's genetically programmed in a woman to go for the best. It's genetics. Now, it can be modified by the culture that they're living in and the environment they're living in, but it's still there. And indeed, in the culture even says go for the best. Now, I know guys say, well, I'm an average man and something. Hey, look, it's funny in Western culture, people talk shit about socialism and communism, but we live in a capitalist economy. We live in a capitalist, Western culture is primary capitalist. Even when they think it's so, it's still capitalist best. You know? You gotta be willing to compete. It's just a reality. And you gotta just, my solution, simple solution, just be the best. Be the best. Don't get mad, be the best. Alright? So anyway, that's all for now, y'all. I'm gonna head home, gotta do my stuff. Anyway, y'all have a good day, alright? Peace and blessings.